The Ganges River flows through India and Bangladesh. It is about 2,700 kilometers long. It originates from the Gangotri Glacier of Western Himalayas. We all say that the Ganges River is dirty. That's because we watch it from somewhere, but not the source, like Varanasi, after it has been contaminated along the way. The propagation of Dharma is just like the flowing of the Ganges River. During propagation, it has been added man's thoughts, concepts, and man's understanding. A pilgrimage trip is to go to the source of Buddha Dharma. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Rising a Bodhisattva. This is Nancy from the International Buddha Dharma Society for Cosmic Law in America. It's a great honor to be here with you. How are you doing? Today is October 9th. Last time I shared with you where are the 8 holy places and why every Buddhist should go visit at least once in this life. Today I'll share with you how to prepare for this trip. First, let's start from the easy part. How to financially prepare for this trip. How much do you need to make this pilgrimage trip? If you, like me, depart from US to India, then you will need to prepare about $1,300. About half of the money, $1,500, will be the airfare from US to India, and the other half will be expenses in India, including lodging fee, meal fee, coach fee, tour guide fee, and so on. If you leave from other country, other places, then you make the adjustment, check the airfare from your place to India. It also depends on whether you are going to take a single room or you could share with another person. To make sure nobody gets sick, because the water and food in India, normally the meals on the trips are provided by good restaurants, and the hotels are 4-star or above. There are other ways you could make the trip too, like you could go yourself or with friends, but I personally would not recommend them because it might not be safe to go yourself. But I know some people, they do go to India themselves. For the trip that I went, I normally flew to New Delhi, India, and then flew to Varanasi. After Varanasi, all the transportations will be on one coach. I share with other people, and the group has about 35 to 45 people. You know, the road condition in India is not as good as the road condition in US. It might take a long time from one stop to the other. In many days, we have to get up very early and we might arrive at the next stop very late. It's not a relaxing trip. It might be tiring for some people, but everything is worth it. Second, arrange your vacation time, your work, your family well ahead of time, maybe several months before the trip. I know most people have a job to work and also have a family to take care, and maybe young kids too. Make sure you cooperate with your company, your family, and make sure you get their support. It will be very helpful. Prepare passport and visa for India and Nepal. Make sure you have updated information because the visa policy changes all the time. My last trip was in April 2019. For that trip, I will need to apply for electronic visa for India, and for Nepal, it was visa on arrival, so I just need to have my passport and then $25 fee. Third, how to spiritually prepare for this trip. For all the people that are planning to make this trip, I would always recommend them to read the biography of the Buddha first. To know the Buddha very well before the trip. At least you read once, maybe more. Also, recite some common sutras like the Diamond Sutra, the Heart Sutra, the Buddha speaking Amitabha Sutra, so you know where this sutra were given. The people that I went with, they all took Buddhist diet, which means they don't eat meat, egg, they avoid the 5 pungent food, which are garlic, onion, scallion, chive, and leek. Do you remember why? Because these 5 pungent food, they repel gods and guardians, but attract ghosts. But that does not mean you have to be able to do all of this before the trip. These are just good ways to purify our mind and body, so we can resonate with the Buddha well there. Learn from the Buddha so we can become a Buddha one day. Learn from our parents, then we become our parents. Learn from our teachers, then we become our teachers. It's a conditioning process. Reciting sutras, holding mantras, chanting the name of the Buddha, these are just tools to condition our mind and our body. It might be a boring process for some people, but think this way. A good runner, he has to practice all the running skills and master them very well. And for a good pianist, he might have to play the piano many hours a day. Everything takes practicing. So is learning for the Buddha. It's a conditioning process. It's a shaping process. It's a remolding process. Do you agree? Besides, the Buddha Sutras are an ocean of wisdom. Yes, it takes time, not just one life, but countless lives. But the result sure will be joyful. Amitabha, this is today's sharing. We talk about how to prepare for this trip. Financially, you will need about $1,500 plus airfare from your place to New Delhi, India. Also, arrange your work, your family well before the trip. Spiritually, read the biography of the Buddha and recite some sutras. Thank you everyone for being here. Next time, I'll share with you a general route for this trip. See you next time. Bye.